This is a perfect thing that you can do at home when you're under house arrest. Set your bike up so it fits you. Why not? This has definitely come up multiple times at World Cups. It came up twice just in our test session. It's interesting to see how little people think about the other points of contact of your bike affecting how your bike rides. We're going to look at brake lever angles. And we've come across this a few times at races that people with perfectly good setups are complaining about arm pump. And that can be fitness. But when it's riders that I know and I know they're fit, then we start to look at other factors, obviously tire pressures, your level of tiredness or rest or recovery, however you want to put it. But one of the things we've noticed with riders show up with levers slammed way down. And what that does is it rotates your hand forward. And then picture your bike pointed downhill even more. Your hands are basically coming over the top of the handlebar. You're relying on this thumb to hook under the grip for all your support. Then you have to grab and use these muscles in your arm, which then decreases feel for one thing because your hand is clenched, decreases blood flow, and makes you slightly less stable because you're always wanting to roll forward. In somewhat recent times, especially a lot of the French riders, levers have been coming up higher and higher. Some guys are even running them parallel to the ground. I can't do that. Loris does it pretty well, a couple other guys too. But if you bring that lever up, your hand's going to rotate down. You get this big meat of your palm to support your hand. And that palm goes straight into your arm. So you have this whole connection back up into your body. And as your bike points downhill, you still have this big meat of your palm to hold on to, where it's pushing directly into the bar instead of trying to rotate over it. And what that does is it lets your body relax. It lets you feel because your hands aren't tensed. And it keeps your arms from pumping up so that you could run a stiffer setup, or you could run the setup that you need to run to go fast. That's about all I got.
And I remember when I first started riding, all of my friends telling me that it was good to have your levers steep like that to put you in an aggressive kind of stance.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that you can still have that aggressive stance?
You can, because especially, well, let's try that again, because what'll happen is you'll have that aggressive stance, but it's really only when you're on flat ground. And it's not an optimal position because it rotates your hands forward and brings the elbows up, but it also brings your whole body forward and up. And what you really want is that aggressive stance, but flat. You want a nice flat back. You want your head in line and everything lined up so that you're not pitched over the front of the bike to get your elbows up and reach for those brake levers.
Nice. That makes total sense. Dang.
It does make sense, but it's really hard to do. Like once you've ridden for so long with your levers in a weird way, and then you flatten them out, it's like, how does this work? But as soon as you start descending, kind of go, I realize that this now puts me down low. My elbows are still out and I'm in a strong position, but I'm not this like kind of goofy vertical position, heavy over the front.
Nice.
And obviously it's totally different for like slalom riders or dirt jumpers. We're talking strictly gravity-oriented trail bike, downhill bike, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a great tip. And you're right, that's perfect to be able to just take your bike at home, make that adjustment. And
it applies to your other levers as well. They're not going to contribute to arm pump, but move everything so that you don't have to make these big movements or put your arms in weird positions to shift or to hit your dropper lever.
I think moving forward, it'd be sweet to do more tips like this, whether it's from you or from other people we call. So if anyone has any ideas for future tips or questions you have, like keep leaving those in the comments. We're definitely reading through those and all of us are looking at those. So yeah, leave a comment and we'll keep an eye out for those for future tips like this.
Cool.
Awesome, man. Thanks for the tips. Appreciate it. See ya.
Bye.